Hi, everybody. My name is Deborah Sadler, and the reading selection that I chose for this assignment comes straight from one of my very favorite children's books, Moon Over Manifest, written by Claire Vanderpool. The reason that I chose this particular book is because the author's style of writing really gives you a good sense of what the main character is thinking and feeling throughout the story. In this excerpt from the first chapter, 12-year-old Abilene is being sent to a strange and mysterious town for the summer to stay with friends of her father who she's never met. So I hope you enjoy it. The movement of the train rocked me like a lullaby. I closed my eyes to the dusty countryside and imagined the sign I knew only from stories. The one just outside of town with the big blue letters, Manifest, a town with a rich past and bright future. I thought about my daddy, Gideon. He does his best talking in stories, but in recent weeks those had become few and far between. So on the occasion when he'd say to me, "Abilene, did I ever tell you about the time?" I'd get all quiet and listen real hard. Mostly he'd tell stories about Manifest, the town where he lived once upon a time. His words drew pictures of brightly painted storefronts and bustling townsfolk. Hearing Gideon tell about it was like sucking on butterscotch, smooth and sweet. And when he'd go back to not saying much, I'd try to recalling what it tasted like. Maybe that's how I found comfort just then, even with him being so far away. By remembering the flavor of his words, but mostly I could taste the sadness in his voice when he told me I couldn't stay with him for the summer while he worked on the railroad job back in Iowa. Something had changed in him. It started the day I got a cut on my knee. It was bad and I got real sick with infection. The doctors say I was lucky to come out of it. But it was like Gideon had gotten a wound on him too, only he didn't come out of it, and it was painful enough to make him send me away. I reached into my satchel for the flour sack that held my few special things: a blue dress, 2 shiny dimes I had earned collecting pop bottles, and a letter from Gideon retelling folks that I would be received by Pastor Howard at the Manifest Depot, and my most special something, kept in a box lined with an old 1917 Manifest Herald newspaper, my daddy's compass. In a gold case it wore like a pocket watch, but inside was a compass showing every direction. Only problem was, a working compass always points north. This one, the arrow dangled and jiggled every which way. It wasn't even that old. It had the compass maker's name and the date it was made on the inside, St. Dizier, October 8th, 1917. Gideon had always planned to get it fixed, but when I was leaving, he said it didn't need it anyway, what with the train tracks to guide him and all. Still, I liked imagining that the chain of that broken compass was long enough to stretch all the way back into his pocket, with him at one end and me at the other.